Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for tuning in. I told you that I removed the chaos from my life. I removed the chaos, and the people who I noticed something. The chaos that we have in our life, a lot of it is a lot of the chaos that we allow in our life, and a lot of the chaos is the chaos that we create. We create it and we allow it. Now, why would you want something in your life that is just stressing you out so much? This person just bugging the heck out of you, bothering you. They interrupting your day. They just bringing chaos. Whatever their drama is, they bring it to you. And why? Why do you need that in your life? What is the purpose of it? How is it helping you? Because you give them advice, you tell them different things, and they still do what they want to do, but they still want to hear from you. They want to know what you think about this chaos. Then you give them your thought on it, and they go on and do what they want to do. And then when it blow up, they come back to you. Well, now what I do? Ain't you tired of that? You ought to be, because I got tired of it. And I say, you know what? I told you, how to get this chaos out of your life, how to remove chaos. And people don't want to hear it. So, what you got to do now is you got to follow the podcast, because I don't have no more advice to give like that. I don't have no more individual advice to give out. You got to follow the podcast. You got to get your heart right. You got to get your mind right. Those two go together, your heart and your mind. See, people want to interrupt you. They want to out-talk you. They want to tell you, well, what about this? Well, wait a minute. Well, first, you need to know about that. And let me tell you this, and listen, when I was on the radio, I had a lady call me and she asked me to pray for her. And when she got done asking me to pray for her, she said, well, let me tell you what's going on. I said, wait a minute. Now, I don't need to know what's going on. See, that's where the pastor got it messed up at. The pastor ain't supposed to know what's going on. That's for God to know. That's between that person and God. I don't need to know your problems. I don't need to know what you're doing and how she doing and how she got over there and how he did and what he did next and what you gonna do. I don't need to know all that. All I want to do is tell you to get your heart and your mind right. If you get them two together, everything else gonna fall in line. The chaos gonna be removed from your life. The ancestors removed the chaos from my life. I'm tired of it. I'm gonna tell you something. I got a daughter who out there. I got a daughter. And this daughter, I love my baby. That's my baby. And I have her baby. And I'm raising him. I've had him for 6 years. And I see her getting it together. I really do. But I got to show my daughter some tough love, because she been doing some things and I don't like, and she know I don't like it. And now she trying to reach back and reach out for me. And I don't want the chaos. See, when she called me, she called the police, and constantly called the police to my house about my grandbaby. And all she doing is trying to catch some stuff up, anything. Just may catch me slipping. I may have spanked his butt. He may be crying. Anything. Just to call the police over there constantly. She been doing it for years since I had him. Years. And so now I'm done. I don't take no more phone calls for her. And it's going to be a while before I talk to her again. Because, see, I don't need the chaos. You creating chaos over here. You calling the police over here, and I'm constantly having to apologize to these police officers. Because, see, you messing up their day. They could be going to do something that's important, that they need to be doing. And you creating chaos by calling them over here to this house for no reason. So you don't have nothing to call me and talk about. Because, see, all you want to do is call over here to talk to this boy and cause chaos with him. He don't even want to talk to you because you ain't right. So people, what we got to do now is start removing all this chaos that we done put in our life. Whoever you got over there that's telling you different things and stressing you out, whether it be your grown kids, your grown sister, anybody, you got to start removing chaos little by little. Don't hurt nobody's feelings, but just let them know. You have to tell people, look, I have a podcast to do. I don't have time for that that stuff, for the gossip and the talk. I don't have time for that. I don't want to hear it no way. I don't want to hear about no gossip. I don't want to hear none of this foolishness. I want, and Pastor, we need to stop listening to people's problems, because Pastor, you one person. You ain't God. You can't move nobody. You can't make nobody do right. You can't, you need to take it to God, Pastor. So stop asking people their problems and just say, sister, let me pray for you. Brother, let me pray for you. And, as a group, Pastor, you, your wife, and the family, you don't need to be praying. The congregation need to be praying over these people. And we need to stop taking these people money, Pastor, because people ain't got it like that. We got the coronavirus. We got people losing their jobs. Right now is not the time for you to come up, Pastor. So you need to step back. Don't be taking people money. They ain't got tithes and offerings. See, where the church got it wrong at, tithes and offerings come in. You supposed to be helping out one another. You supposed to be helping. You can't help the pastor come up, and you got family members that need help. You got people out here who really need you. But you giving 10% to the church. Where your helping your brother come in at? Where that supposed to come up at? See, because pastor doing all right. See, he got $330 lessons to teach you how to pray. That's foolishness. And Pastor, you need to quit taking people money. Need to quit doing people like that, Pastor. The church doors need to be open to let families come in who need a place to stay. Open that church and make it a house. That's what you need to do. Turn these churches into houses and homeless centers and places for people to live, and a place for domestic violence people can come to, a place where somebody come and find out about a job, an opportunity. Pastor, you need to be a helping hand. Not to have your hand out, but be a helping hand, Pastor. Lift up some people. People need help right now, and anything I can do to help anybody, that's what I'm going to do. I can only live in one house, and I don't need no mansion. I don't want no great big old house I'm going to get lost in. I just want a nice little house that I can live in, and then I'm going to help other people, because we need to, that's what it's about, Pastor. We're supposed to be helping each other, supposed to be helping one another. That's what the church is for. You took all this money now, Pastor. Now what? People have lost their job. Now they need light bills paid. They need gas bill paid. We got babies that need to be fed. You got babies that ain't even in school. Some of them need curriculum. Some of them need Wi-Fi. Come on, Pastor. It's time to do better. We got to do better by our people. That's why this is always going to be a sponsor-free podcast. You ain't going to hear no advertising on here. I don't need that. I'm trying to get a word out to you. And so this is my investment in my ministry, is to get this word out to you, to help you, to lift you up, in any way that I can. And once I do come up, I'm planning on helping some folks. I'm getting ready to help people get businesses. People going to have homes. They going to have some of everything. Because when I leave here, I can't take it with me. And I don't want to take it with me, because the ancestors going to look out for me anyway. So I'm going to look out for everybody else who I can. That's what we're here for. It's not all about us. It's not all about me. It's not all about what I can get. It's not all about how I can get over. It's about helping one another. Because God said in his word, he didn't say you going to come out with substance. He didn't say you going to come out with substance. He didn't say I'm going to come out with substance. He didn't say Abraham's going to come out with substance. He said all my people are going to come out with substance. He ain't say not one person, Pastor. You don't need no airplane, no mansion. You don't need all that. You just need you a nice car to ride around in, Pastor. Then you help the other people. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I think. That's why you ain't going to see me step foot in no church preaching. No. Not unless Pastor going to be passing out money to the people. Then I come. Yeah. Okay, well, let's grow, people. Let's grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. God bless you.